안녕하세요, 준브로입니다. 테일즈 오브 어라이즈 세 번째 이야기입니다. 세 번째 이야기는 두 번째 영장 거너벨트 발키리스까지의 이야기입니다. 재밌게 시청해주시면 감사하겠습니다.
All of creation across the heavens stems from the six essences. We lack only darkness while they are without light. Thus, to achieve perfection...
What are you muttering over there?
I was practicing a magic incantation.
An incantation? Is it anything like the spells that people use today?
Not quite. It takes time for me to finish my chants, so I'm practicing saying them quickly and accurately. You know, just in case. I've always tried my best never to use magic if I can avoid it up until now.
You said you and your family used to live in hiding, right? Because you were a mage. Where did all the other mages go? Sorry, I didn't realize it was such a sensitive topic.
It's okay. Hey, so, about my magic.
You want to keep it a secret, right?
Yeah, sorry.
A little late for that after what happened in the village, don't you think?
Easy, Shion.
It's just... I didn't want Zephyr to die. That's why I used it.
I know. And we might have lost him without your help. So thank you, Rinwell.
Sure.
Enemies who can cast astral arts can be pretty difficult. Not only are they powerful, but their range lets them strike us before we even get close.
Actually, I can just disrupt astral arts.
What do you mean?
When someone is casting an art, their focus has to be entirely on the incantation. So right when they're completing the casting, I just kinda steal it from them.
Really? Then what do you do with the energy you've stolen?
I hold on to it and use it whenever I want, like I can with my own magic. The thing is, I can only unleash that art once. After I use it, it's gone. Oh, also, when I steal astral energy, the enemy will lose focus, which means they can't cast anything else for a while.
So not only can you steal their energy, but doing so incapacitates them too? That's amazing, Rinwell. I didn't realize your magic could do so much.
It's actually something of a secret technique within my clan, so I kinda had to learn it.
Well, if we come across any tough enemies that use incantations, I'm sure that power of yours will come in real handy.
Yeah, it's tricky to pull off, but you can count on me.
Hey, Rinwell, do you always have to say an incantation before you cast an art?
Yeah, they don't really add any extra power or anything, but reciting them is what allows the astral energy to come together and flow through me. It takes time to complete, but they're what lets me use such strong magic in the first place.
What happens if someone interrupts you while you're in the middle of chanting?
Then I have to start over from the beginning. As soon as my concentration breaks, any astral energy I've accumulated disperses.
Got it. So once you start reciting, that's our cue to make sure that no enemies can get near enough to disrupt you.
Yeah, that would be appreciated. Although, I do have one fun trick up my sleeve. Once I finish chanting a full incantation, I can hold on to a single astral art without casting it right away.
So once the astral energy's in place, you can choose to set it off whenever you want? That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't fully have the hang of it just yet, but I'm sure it'll come in handy sooner or later.
It's eerily quiet.
No sign of Zephyr. You think they took him away already?
What say we quit hiding and go ask some villagers? Someone's bound to report us no matter what we do, so we might as well.
Hey, Shion!
What? You heard her. She's got a point. Our cover was blown last night. Where's the sense in sneaking around?
And what if there are soldiers lurking about?
They would have followed us to the cabin already. Relax. The coast is clear. Let's hurry and speak to the villagers.
Is she always like that? I don't know how you managed to put up with her.
What makes you think I'm managing?
You're the friends of that man the Bureau agents took away. Please, leave us alone. We don't want any trouble.
Answer our questions and we'll leave you in peace. Where did the agents take our friend?
Sisluden, the capital. That's what they said.
I knew it.
What did we ever do to deserve this? We haven't even crossed the street without looking first. Why are they after us?
Come on, we're wasting time.
You'll need to hurry if you want to get your friend back. Not a single person who's been taken to Sisleden has ever returned.
Hey, keep quiet. You're trying to get us all killed.
Out of hell with that. Go on, report me. See if I care.
I thought this Sisleden was a city. Is it a prison camp?
It's the realm's capital. Though when you're forbidden to move freely like we are, there isn't much difference. My parents and siblings were taken by the Snake Eyes. I haven't heard from any of them since. For all I know, they're long dead by now. Anyway, go! And kill as many Snake Eyes as you can for me while you're there!
All right. To Sisleden it is. People are really terrified of the Snake Eyes. They've got them jumping at their own shadows.
They may be Lord Ganabelt's lackeys, but for all intents and purposes, it's the Snake Eyes who control the realm. One wrong look, and your history.
So Zephyr's being moved to Sisleden. Let's cross our fingers we catch up with them on the way.
I mean, the plan was always for me to take you guys to Sisleden anyway. But a word of advice.
Oh?
There's a forest we have to pass through on our way there. I won't lie to you. It'll be dangerous.
More Zeugles?
Wild ones at that. They hunt in packs, led by the biggest, meanest one. My friends and I got cornered by one on our way to Calaglia. That's how we got split up.
We'll just have to keep our wits about us then. So this is the forest teeming with Zeugles you warned us about. No sign of Zephyr, though.
Which means either they had the skills to make it through safely, or we're too late and the strays got to them first.
Do you say every thought out loud?
Just the true ones. Are we moving or what?
Don't worry, Hoodle. It's okay.
We've got company, and not the nice kind either.
Rinwell, get back!
And miss all the action? Who do you take me for?
Out of our way!
It's a big target, at least.
Don't underestimate its speed.
I'm only getting started.
You're mine!
Mega Ray! Whoa!
Take this! No escape! Aim for their weak
Feel
spot!
it! Get on in there with the others.
I'm not done!
Hit! Up and at 'em! Let's go! Reload!
I'll take you all on!
Now we're only getting started.
You're
Feel
finished!
it and sweet. Get on
You're
in there
mine!
with the others. You are in tip-top shape.
Soon as I'm done here,
Raging cat
you're mine!
in here!
Sword Rain Alpha! It's over!
Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Sword Rain Alpha! Rinwell!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
What do you notice now?
It smells like blood.
Zeugles. They're dead. What happened here?
They didn't do this to each other. So then how?
No way. One person did all of this? Who was that guy?
Do you think he could have been the Lord we're looking for? Ganabelt?
I doubt a lord would deign to roam around a place like this alone. Besides, what business would a Renan have with killing Zeugles?
Now that I look at it, it was a good call staying out of his way, I think. Look at this. He took them out with a single slice. This guy's no amateur. You okay?
Yeah.
We should get going. Zephyr needs us.
There it is. Sisloden.
What's with those beams of light? They don't strike me as your everyday streetlights.
They're kind of the key to this whole realm. You'll see what I mean when we get there.
What's on your mind?
First, Rinwell appears out of nowhere, right after we beat Balsef. Then, we bump into Zephyr's son, who's with the enemy. Somehow, we get away scot-free because the Snake Eyes don't even bother chasing after us. Is it really a coincidence?
You think it was a trap?
What? But I would never...
If not for the whole Astral Arts episode, I'd be worried. But no, she's not behind this. Perhaps an unwitting pawn in someone else's plan.
What? All this to capture Zephyr?
Maybe. All I know is it all slots together a little too nicely for my liking. Not that dwelling on it'll get us anywhere. Trap or otherwise, we've got a lord to defeat. So how do we get inside?
What?
Well, we can't just march into the Viper's nest through the front door, surely.
There's a secret passage near a spring on the outskirts of the city. We can get in through there.
Rinwell. Hey, Rinwell!
What are you doing here? If the Snake Eyes spot you here, they'll...
So you did make it back alive. Man, am I glad to see you safe.
Barely. When we all got separated, I thought...
They're fine. They all got back in one piece. Well, a Zeugle took a bite out of 2 of our guys, but what matters is you're safe. So, you gonna introduce me?
Meet Alphen and Shion. I brought them with me from Calaglia.
You mean you made it to Calaglia? Wait, this is it? Just the 2 of them? Where's the rest?
Well, it's kind of a long story. It's best if I fill everyone in at once.
Your call, Rinwell. But everyone will be dying to know. We better get back as soon as we can. Use this passage whenever you need to go in or out of the city. Stay away from the front gate, whatever you do.
Rinwell!
Regan!
Shh! It's good to see you. Who's this?
They're with me.
If you say so. Come on, Menek's waiting. We can talk in there.
The name's Menek, leader of the Silver Swords. And I wish I could extend my warmest welcome to you all, but if my eyes don't deceive me, you appear to have a Renin in your midst. If she is your prisoner, that's a rather loose leash you have her on.
She's not a prisoner.
So why do I get the feeling there's a rat about the house? No offense intended. See, I've grown comfortable with the likely outcome I'll be stabbed in the back. But stabbed in the front?
We risked our lives just to get here, sir. If you want to send her away, fine. But you'll lose me too.
I see. Trust isn't about as short supply as light around these parts, and mine more than anyone's. But I'll choose to believe you. Forgive my manners. You must be tired after such an arduous journey. But to business. We need your strength. The Snake Eyes' grip on the city tightens by the day. Our people are suffocating out there. Hence the scouts I sent to find help. We're at the end of our tether here.
That's why we're here, to help. We've got the firepower to do it, too. But first, we've got some urgent business to take care of.
I see. So your leader is in need of rescuing.
It's none of your concern. We get that. But
It's coming to our aid that got you into this mess in the first place. You can count on us. Just as long as you help us with our problem afterwards. If he's been arrested by the Snake Eyes, as you say, then there's a good chance he's being interrogated over at their headquarters. Either that, or he's being put to work over at the Floodlights. First priority is finding out where he is. If you're planning on tagging along, Rinwell will show you the way. Just make sure to keep a low profile. Remember, it's not just the Snake Eyes. Hostiles lurk among the villagers, too. This leader of yours, he must be quite the inspiration for you to go to such lengths for him. I look forward to meeting him someday.
so that's where those beams of light have been coming from.
Right. Any Danans accused of dissent against the Slodia's lord are rounded up and brought here, then put to work. It's a fierce deterrent.
And you think Zephyr might be in there with them?
I want to see what the lights are all pointing towards. Take us there.
Hey!
No.
Hey. Hmm? Why, you... Huh?
Why you?
Sorry.
A spirit vessel. I thought as much. So they're pumping it full of light.
No, not light. Astral energy. Of course. No wonder this realm's so dark. It's as though there's a pall over the sky even during the day.
Except it isn't dark. Not really. The light's just being diverted.
Diverted?
Suck up all the light, and all that's left over is darkness.
What's the difference?
Darkness exists as an actual element of astral energy, just like light does. Didn't you know that? Let me break it down for you. Astral energy exists as different elements. There's earth, water, fire, and wind, as well as light and darkness. But dark astral energy only exists on Rena, and light astral energy on Dana. So, dark energy isn't harvested as part of the crown contest.
She's right. It's the same reason why I can't wield dark energy, and similarly, why no Renans can use light energy either.
The only exception to that rule on the Renan end is likely the Lord here, who has the Light Master core.
Whatever the case, it looks like they're collecting light here the same way they were fire back in Calaglia.
From what I hear, there used to be a proper day and night cycle in Cyslodia ages ago, but apparently, over the last 300 years, the darkness spread from Cysloden and covered the whole realm.
That's crazy. I can't believe the Renans found a way to steal even our own damn light.
We shouldn't linger. Let's keep moving before someone spots us.
Wandering around blindly is getting us nowhere. The Snake Eyes have the information we need, but we can't just ask for it. So what if we sneak in and take it instead?
I wasn't aware you knew how to be sneaky.
Hey, look over there!
That's Zephyr's son, Law. I don't know. Something doesn't feel right about all this.
Are you kidding? He's practically gift-wrapped for us.
Hey, what are you?
I remember you. What do you want?
We don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk quietly. Deal?
Make it quick.
Where are you keeping Zephyr? We're here to rescue him.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Isn't he your father?
Oh yeah, easy to forget that. After he abandoned me.
Abandoned?
It's the truth. All my old man ever cared about was sticking it to the Bright Eyes. He never even made it to Mom's funeral.
So you become an agent for the local lord?
You got a problem with that? You're not exactly one to talk, keeping company with a Renan woman. You think you know her, but wait until she has a choice between you and her people. I may have become an agent for the Renans, but at least I'm here trying to soothe the agony of my people from the inside. What's your excuse?
I don't buy it. No. You're running because you're scared. You think you're the only one who's had to suffer?
What the hell do you know, you— Ow! What the— Damn you!
Word to the wise, people like you
Enough!
make me—
Look, I don't know what happened between you and your father. But what I do know is that when you fought back at the village, he wouldn't raise a hand to strike you. I've never seen Zephyr back down from a fight. But he could never hurt his own son. And when he said he was staying behind, I think it was because he wasn't willing to abandon you. If you know anything, then tell us, please.
I don't know where they're keeping my dad now. All I've heard is that they're going to publicly execute him in the plaza in front of headquarters.
Execute?
Thank you. You did the right thing.
Why are you so determined to help my father?
Zephyr is the reason I took up the sword. He taught me how to think for myself. And I want to learn more. Have you and Menek known each other for long, Rinwell?
No, not really. I haven't been with the Silver Swords for all that long, truth be told. He's a smart guy, but he's also deeply suspicious of other people. I can understand, since that's how you get to survive around here.
Really? I could tell he was wary of us at first, but he seemed to warm up to us pretty quickly once we talked to him.
Yeah, that's pretty unusual for him. I think that's a sign of how desperate things have become. In my case, it took a long time for him to start trusting me. But then again, I kinda get where he's coming from. You never know who might betray the group, or when the Snake Eyes might be watching.
What made you join up with the Silver Swords in the first place? This wasn't your hometown, so was it the Snake Eyes who...
No, it wasn't them. Actually, we shouldn't stand around talking. People will start to suspect us. Let's keep moving.
So, you made it back in one piece. No promising leads unearthed on this end, I'm afraid. It may take a little longer.
We got our own lead, but it's not good. They're planning to execute Zephyr in the plaza in front of the Snake Eyes headquarters. And soon.
They're going to what? I've never known them to move so fast. They must believe he poses a grave threat.
We have to break him out. We could really use your help.
Not gonna be easy, but I'm sure we can think of something. If they're staging it in the plaza, there's bound to be an announcement beforehand. Which means if we can...
Snake Eyes! They've got us surrounded!
Damn! I knew we shouldn't have trusted!
Save it! In position, everyone! Repel them!
Use us, Menek. We've got your back.
No. You need to get out of here now. Rinwell, you know what to do.
Underground waterway to the rear. On it.
But...
No discussions. You didn't make it this far for it to end here. We'll be fine. We just have to buy you a little time. I'll send word later. Now get going already.
So this passage runs beneath the whole city, huh? Pretty clean for a Danon sewer.
Are you sure it's safe down here, Rinwell?
It's our emergency evacuation route, so it should be.
You sure it's as secret as you think?
We can use this chance to clear the way for Menek and the others when they follow. Let's go.
You okay?
Bregan? What are you doing here?
When I heard the Snake Eyes had attacked, I figured you'd probably be headed this way sooner or later. Come on, it won't be long before they sniff us out. We need to find safer ground.
What about the others we left behind?
Menek can handle himself. Have a little faith. Come on, follow me.
How many of these hideouts do you guys have exactly?
Enough. You can never be too careful these days. We even keep some of them secret from each other. So long as you don't let anyone tail you, you're welcome to use them as you please.
So what's our plan of action?
We're still going to rescue Zephyr, right?
That goes without saying. If only we knew where he was, we could...
Hey! You're gonna want to see this!
Found guilty of all charges. The Calaglian dissident will forthwith be executed in witness of His Excellency Lord Ganabelt. Clause 2 of the Special Curfew Act has been initiated with immediate effect throughout the realm. All Danans not involved in special duties or corrective labor must remain indoors until further notice and watch the execution broadcast. Any citizens found in breach of this protocol will be arrested as dissidents. This is a direct order. Repeat, this is a
You think they're
public
talking about your
announcement.
friend?
But Law said, I thought we had days, not hours.
Looks like it's been brought forward.
Just hold on. Where do you think you're going? We don't even have a plan yet.
Screw the damn plan! If we don't leave now, Zephyr's going to be murdered!
Alpin, we've got to go. The clock's ticking.
We've all got to go some way, I guess.
We'll join up with you afterwards. We might be able to create a diversion.
Good idea. Let's go. We have to get to the plaza. Is the execution in there?
Hey, you lot! Trespassers! Think the curfew doesn't apply to you, huh?
Uh-oh. Now what?
Doesn't seem like there's any other way in. I say we fight our way through.
Wait! I recognize them. They were with the dissident!
No choice then. Look sharp, every... Damn, there's just no end to these guys. Zephyr!
Attention, citizens, subjects, and slaves of Cyslodia. I, Lord Ganabelt Valkyris, do formally open these proceedings. Behold! The brazen worm who would dare threaten the peace and order of our fair city. As if his scheme weren't foolish enough, he then made the mistake of thinking he could hide it. Take heed, Danans, and engrave this edict into your souls. Such fools' right to life in Cyslodia shall be forfeit. Now, embedded, you should listen carefully. Before my final verdict, I am prepared to offer you an unprecedented chance at mercy. Where are your comrades? Give them up before those assembled, and I shall spare you your life. Fine time I have. If you're so tremendously determined to suffer for the sake of your allies, then I will see to it that you do. Well, feeling the urge to tell everyone yet?
Just what do you want me to say?
First, tell the people about the mistakes you made. Then, the whereabouts of your friends.
Mistakes, huh? Where to start? I've made so many in my life that I've lost count. All my life I've had to fight, but I have known nothing but loss. I was so caught up in the struggle to survive in this world that I ended up neglecting my own family. I have lost so many good friends. I even lost my wife and my son. I'll never be able to fix these mistakes. Not a single one.
It sounds to me as if the greatest mistake of your life was never learning to stay down when you were beaten.
A good man once told me if I take up this fight, I'd have to pay a price. Turns out he was right. After all, the very people and things I was fighting to protect the most were payment. I don't regret keeping up the fight for a second. But still, not a single day goes by when I do not think about what I have lost. Not telling others how much they truly meant to me before it was too late. That is your answer. That's the greatest mistake of my life. Do yourselves a favor and never become like me. Don't continue to make the same mistakes until it's too late to fix them. Ask yourself what it is you couldn't bear to lose. What do you want to protect with all of your might? Then hold on and never let go!
That's quite enough.
Listen to that voice deep inside of you! Together, no wall can hold you back! And the same goes for the ones the Lord made you build inside your own hearts!
You still hanging in there, Dad?
Oh, you saved me.
Damn you. I've been such an idiot.
My son, I need to...
Now's not exactly the best time to catch up. There's still a lord in need of beating.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So you're the son, are you? I thought I'd ordered for you to be relieved of your duties until all this was over. I'll see to it the person at fault is reprimanded appropriately.
What?
Oh, well. You've served your purpose more excellently than anyone could have hoped.
Zephyr!
If it isn't the infamous Alphen of Calaglia. And he's joined by his fellow conspirators, the likes of Traitor and a Danon Witch.
They're not conspirators. They're friends. And they're not alone.
Oh, Minnick! You finally made it!
Your reign is over right now. You hear me, Cannibals?
The Master Core's acting up. What is it?
Minnick?
I was hoping to drag this out a little longer.
But that's a Master Core. What?
So the Master Cores react to each other, I see. How interesting. You can drop the act. It's over.
All this time, it was really you?
Every second.
You stand before the Lord of Cislodia, Ganabelt Valkyris in the flesh.
You mean a Renin Lord's been leading the Danon resistance?
You're not the only one skilled in the art of deception, you know. A mere side vocation in my own case, but sufficient in bringing the blazing sword of Calaglia to my doorstep.
All of this was just to get to me?
Alvin! Zephyr is...
Dad! Dad!
That's a special poison. Ordinary healing arts will do you no good. I wouldn't fret about it, friends. You'll all be dead soon enough.
Damn it! They got us outgunned!
And all while we're on the defensive.
Dad! Dad, come on! Stay with me!
All this trouble to buy yourself a few extra seconds before you die?
You bastard!
They've fled. They'll be back, though. Draw up a welcome party. We'll be ready when they return.
Did we lose them?
Looks like it for now.
Come on, even if we did lose them, they'll be after us soon enough. Besides, we have Zephyr to worry about. The sooner we get back to the safe house, the better.
Dad, please, open your eyes!
I'm sorry. I can't stop the poison's advance.
Thank you.
Zephyr!
The struggle's in your hands now. Oh. Are you there, my son?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, Dad. Please just...
Oh. I can't see you. Are you there? Oh. Oh. Listen. I've always...
Dad. This can't be. No, it can't. We never... I didn't. And now he's gone.
I had a feeling we might have a rat among us. But to be Menic of all people.
So what do we do now?
I'm going.
Law.
That bastard Ganabelt will pay.
You have to know that Ganabelt will be expecting us. This is all an obvious trap.
I don't give a damn if it is! There's no way I'm letting that bastard get away with this!
He's right, you know. Ganabelt. Mess with the wrong people.
Alphen, you can't just...
Weren't you the one who said you wanted to take on the Lords? Or would you rather go back to Calaglia?
I won't allow you to put words in my mouth. All I'm saying is we shouldn't rush things.
I don't need any of you coming along. The score is mine to settle.
You're not the only one who wants to avenge Zephyr's death.
He's right. Besides, if we don't take him on right now, we may never get another opportunity.
If you're going, that means you're going to need the blazing sword. If we do this, we can't afford to make any mistakes.
Are you really sure? You can ask us again after we've defeated the Lord.
Please, allow me to help you as well. Think of it as an apology for getting you into this whole mess. It's the least I can do. Feel free to use anything in here you might need.
Aren't you worried about getting ambushed?
Impossible. I built this hideout with my own 2 hands. Medic. No Ganabelt doesn't know it exists.
Then let's go. Time to avenge Zephyr and free the realm's people.
I forgot to mention this before, but any enemies we go up against with real hard defenses, you just leave them to me.
Hard defenses? You mean like enemies with shields and things like that?
Shields, shells, armor, whatever. When you attack those kinds of enemies from the front, your blows mostly get blocked, right?
Sure. So you're saying you have a counter?
It's nothing fancy. Let's just say I have a knack for busting open tough, sturdy stuff. It's hard to explain, but I focus my energy and then hit a specific point with everything I've got. If I do it right, their defenses come crumbling down.
Really? But without astral arts, how could you possibly...
If he says he can do it, then he can do it. We can trust him.
Thanks, Alphen. Although, between you and me, right now there's nothing I want to bash in more than Ganabelt's stupid, smug face.
I think you'll get your chance soon enough, Law. Ganabelt must be somewhere inside. How about it, Law? Any idea which way it is?
This is a Renin castle. You think they were in the habit of letting a Danon like me inside?
Point taken.
The astral energy's off the scale. Almost like it's pressing down on me.
You can feel it?
The whole castle must be brimming with it. My hunch is it'll get stronger the deeper we go.
It must be the spirit vessel. You can bet anything it's pulsing with stored astral energy. We can't let Ganabelt use it against us.
And we can assume that's his plan A.
Let him try. I'll destroy anything he throws at us.
What is this place? Some kind of armory?
Looks like they're more for decorative purposes than actual combat.
Does it matter? We've got a job to do.
Wait, this isn't Renin. It's Danon.
Really?
And not just this one either. All of these. It's all Danon gear.
What's Danon equipment doing on display inside a Renin castle?
Ask around later if you're so interested. But for now, we've got more pressing matters to attend to, remember?
Hey, hold up a sec, guys.
What's up?
We need to talk about Ganabelt. This guy can control both light and lightning, and I've heard his swordsmanship is unrivaled.
I'm not surprised. He is one of the top lords, after all.
That's not all. He also has these weird little gadgets that he likes to use.
Gadgets? You mean like some kind of a Renin weapon?
Probably. He's got a bunch of these things that hover all around him. They're supposed to protect him from attacks coming in at any angle.
I take it there aren't any blind spots then.
Nope. Which is why I plan to bust down his defenses from the front.
What? Why? Isn't that where his defense will be the toughest?
That's why it's worth attacking. Once I poke a hole in that bastard's defenses, the rest of you can tear it wide open and give him hell.
All right, we go with your plan, Law. Now let's get going. It's about time we got revenge for Zephyr.
It's about time. I was beginning to worry you jumped ship like the rats you are.
You're not so fortunate. We're here to end you. To liberate Cislodia. To avenge Zephyr.
You talk big, but don't you think you're forgetting something? Of your precious resistance groups, whether the Silver Swords or any others, none have ever dealt a blow to Renan domination. In each and every realm, the story is the same. Until you. You, who wields the blazing sword of Calaglia, are different.
News of Balsef's defeat really took the wind out of your sails.
That brute? A bad case of brawn over brain. Certainly no loss to me. Still, even the smallest of sparks can grow into an inferno. I must give precedence to the task at hand, extinguishing you. Snuffing out your fire before it spreads across the 5 realms.
No. He can't be.
Rinwell?
Nothing. I'm fine.
Ah, Ganabelt Valkyris, Lord of Cislodia, accept your challenge. Come and meet your death.
You'll pay for what you did to my father!
The feisty mouth wishes to bite the hand that feeds, does he?
I never wanted to serve you! I had no choice!
What you through?
Swordline Alpha, get lost!
I'll be saving this one.
Swordline Alpha! Save you!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
We're just getting straight deep the despair.
He's channeling astral energy.
Damn it! Can't get any closer!
If this keeps up...
You're right!
While the depths of despair consume me, the end is imminent. Indignation!
That frickin' does it!
Insignificant worm, now return to dust.
This ends now!
Consider yourself fit. Not today! Go away!
Down here!
Thou art cursed to expire into nothing.
You're done!
Stand raised in heavenly light. Once thou cowest before the gates of hell,
I can carve through armor!
Sword Rain Alpha, come forth! Defy lightning trigger! The end is imminent! Indignation!
Cover the castle! Here's
Sword Rain Alpha!
Not done yet!
Hey, that's...
Whilst the depths of despair consume me, Arthur commands all the astral flame.
In here!
Whilst thou art cursed to expire into nothing. Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Have you learned your lesson? No. Not yet! For the sake of Lenegus and my fellow brethren on Dana, I will not! Shut your stupid mouth and die! No, I refuse to believe this. It cannot end this way. If I die, my subjects will...
It's over. But Zephyr's still gone.
Focus on the positive. We defeated a lord, and under difficult circumstances, too.
Focus on the positive? Zephyr's dead, Shion.
And the Renans ruled this world unimpeded for 3 centuries. Did you think there wouldn't be any sacrifices?
So Zephyr's life just doesn't matter? He's dead, Shion. Our friend is dead. We're fighting this damn war to keep people alive!
Yeah, you're right. This is a war. Did you just realize that? Zephyr wasn't the first to die, and he sure won't be the last. If you can't handle that, Alphen, then you should run back to Calaglia. And when you do, just remember to leave the blazing sword here, in safer hands.
What's that supposed to mean? Damn it. She just thinks she can say whatever she likes. Bickering among ourselves at a time like this isn't gonna get us anywhere. Especially at a time like this. All right. Fine.
So much for Ganabelt. Good riddance.
You said it.
So, was the Lord of Calaglia like Ganabelt too?
No. Balsef was huge, a real tough guy act. Now that I think of it, his crest was different too. His was a flaming cross.
Ah, I see. Anyway, what do you guys plan on doing from here?
We keep moving. 3 Renan Lords remain, and we won't rest until their thrones are empty as well. That work for you, Shion?
That was my endgame from the beginning.
Hey, so if it's not too much trouble, could I maybe come along?
Isn't Cyslodia your home?
I mean, yes, but it's just, now that everyone knows what I've been hiding, well, it might be best to get as far away as I can until it all quiets down. Is that okay? I promise I'll pull my own weight.
Sure. You're welcome to join us.
Taking off, huh?
Yeah. Thanks for everything.
It's too bad. I wish there was more we could do to pay you back for all you've done. I'll see to it personally that Zephyr's remains reach Calaglia safely.
What's next for Cyslodia?
I honestly couldn't tell you. The enemy infiltrated its way right to our core as a people. Only time will tell if we can rise above our suspicions and come together.
Zephyr once told me that so long as you don't give up, there's no wall that can't be torn down.
Sounds about right. And thanks to you, the greatest obstacle that was in our way is now gone. I suppose the rest of it will be up to us.
I look forward to seeing how far you'll go.
Oh, I almost forgot. Before you head off, there's something I wanted to give you.
Wow, look at you. You scrub up real nice.
It was a parting gift.
It's like speaking to one of the old Danon heroes from legend.
Where to next, then?
Elda Menancia. You're really going to travel in that thing?
Why not? It's not as heavy as it looks. Actually, there's someone I was hoping we could invite along with us.
You can't be serious.
Got someplace to be?
Not really. I mean, I can't stay here, of course. Then again, there's no one waiting for me back in Calaglia either. Plenty of ditches along the road. Maybe I'll find one to die in.
How about a fresh start?
After the kinds of things I've done, I don't know where I'd even begin.
Your father said that as long as you face the past, there's hope.
I think it might be a little late for that.
He also said he'd fought and lost all his life, but didn't regret it in the slightest. It's only over when you give up. Keep fighting, and even that wall inside you can be brought down. Don't you want to see what your dad saw on the other side of that wall? What he was fighting for?
Do you think I'm even worthy to?
That's for you to decide.
I'm sick of losing everything I love, of running from life. Maybe all that's left is to just turn around and face it. Count me in.
Finally, I thought you'd never finish. We've still got a ways to go.
Here we go, Hoodle.
Hey, did you make off with that armor while none of us were looking? Because I've gotta admit, you look pretty snazzy in it.
He didn't steal it, if that's what you mean. Bregan gave it to him as a parting gift.
Ah, right. Although it makes sense, I guess. It's like a symbol of rebellion in its own way.
Which is why it should have been your father wearing this, not me.
I don't know. I don't think he could have pulled it off like you, man.
I wonder what the last wearer of this armor was dreaming of for Cyslodia when they decided to rise up and fight.
Who knows? Anyone who could have answered that is long gone. Truth is always lost with the departed.
Are you saying there's no point in trying to understand why they gave up their lives?
No, only that it's impossible to know for sure. Look, I can tell that you're concerned about Cyslodia's future, but we do have other things to take care of. You can't shoulder all of the world's problems, Alphen. If you try to, you'll only find yourself buried by the weight of it all.
Yeah, I know. My path is forward, and I'll do what I can, here and now.
You were born in Calaglia, right, Law?
Oh yeah. It's scalding hot all the time there, so I was shocked when I learned Cyslodia is the exact opposite. Not to mention dark.
Not anymore, thankfully.
How did you even manage to cross the border between realms? All 5 realms are supposed to be closed off, due to the nature of the crown contest.
What? Is this an interrogation now?
I didn't mean it like that. I just figured if a Danon like you was able to slip between realms, it could come in handy later.
Ah, good thinking. I don't think I really did anything all that creative, though.
What? Don't tell me you climbed over the walls of fire.
Oh, hell no. Not even Zoogles could do something that crazy. Nah, I stowed away.
In what?
Oh, you'll like this. The realms don't maintain much contact with each other, but there are resources each is looking to trade for. So, there are cargo convoys from each of the lords that go around a few times a year to lend those resources to each other.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. That was the only time the gates of Calaglia would ever open up.
Right. Obviously, they don't let Danons ride with them, so I snuck on board inside some cargo instead.
So you were carried out of the realm? You did great not getting caught. Way to go!
Let's just say I've always had a knack for sneaking around since I was little. I was also really desperate to get the hell out of Calaglia at the time. I had more guts than brains that day. If I had to guess, I probably wasn't the first one to ever do something like that. Danon or Renan.
I wonder if that's how Ganabelt, was able to hear about what happened in Calaglia so quickly.
So in other words, we should always assume that the enemy is informed about whatever it is that we may be up to, wherever we go.
세 번째 이야기는 여기까지입니다. 재밌게 시청하셨다면 줌브로 좋아요, 구독 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.